Welcome back. I hope you have seen my introductory video on ratio analysis. Yes, ratio analysis, we are talking about finding out the relationship between two numbers, in mathematical terms, right? So we are doing in this video the first set of ratios, that is liquidity ratios. They are called liquidity ratios. What do they help us find out? Our objective is to find out in the short term, meaning in the very near future, within 1 year, what is my liquidity position, meaning how much assets do I have to pay off my liabilities. And since we are talking about only the short term, we are just focusing on the current assets I have and the current liabilities I owe, correct? So here we need to find the ratio between them, right? So let us see the first formula. We have only two ratios under liquidity ratios, which are also called short-term solvency ratios. You should be knowing this, okay? Because sometimes in the sum they'll tell you just calculate the liquidity ratios. So you should know that both these ratios come under this category, okay? The first ratio is current ratio. Current ratio meaning current assets by current liabilities. Now already you know what our current liabilities are, current assets, right? You can identify them. If I give you a list of all the assets, you can pick and choose the current assets and also current liabilities. And if not, then please brush up, because the ratio sums, will be giving you all sorts of information. Some required, some not required. Alright, so you will have to know कौन सा लेना है information, काम का है ये ratio के लिए, कौन सा नहीं. Okay. Now, so current ratio, if we go to write down, list out all types of ratio based on our balance sheet. Yes, we have already done schedule 3 of balance sheet. Yes, we know what all are included in schedule 3. That is why we have done that chapter first, right? So that we are clear about these terms. So current assets are including current investments. मतलब जो छोटा शॉर्ट टर्म के लिए हमने इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है मार्केट में, उसको सेल करके कैश ला सकते हैं हम. कैश एंड बैंक बैलेंसेस, दे आर ऑलरेडी कन्वर्टेड इनटू कैश. इन्वेंटरीज मीनिंग द स्टॉक्स, राइट? You can sell off the stock and again get cash for it. So here we are taking only those stocks which we intend to sell off and convert into cash, because inventories will include loose tools, spare parts and all those things which are used for production, manufacture. तो वो सब मैं बेचूंगी नहीं, right? In the near future, if I have to pay off my liabilities, these are not to be resold. These are to be used in the production process. So this is not stock of goods. Stock of goods, inventory. So I will exclude from inventory the loose tools, spares and parts. Clear about it? I will not take it as current assets, because the objective of calculating current ratio is how much cash I have and how much assets do I have which I can convert into cash immediately to pay off the immediate liabilities. Clear about it? So we are excluding that. Now coming to trade receivables. Trade receivables include bills receivable and debtors. You know that. Debtors, which value we will take? Debtors can be the gross value, or we always have usually the provision for bad and doubtful debts. So which amount should we take? Debtors as the actual figure or provision, meaning will I subtract the provision and take the net amount? Yes, of course I will, because my objective is to find out cash kitna milega. Obviously provision I have created for what? I do not expect these debtors to pay me, right? So why will I take it when I am calculating current asset for current ratio? So I will subtract that from my debtors and I will see कौन से मेरे good debtors हैं जो पक्का पैसा देंगे, correct? So we will not take the debtors at their gross value. We will subtract provision for doubtful debts here. Then short-term loans and advances, if at all we have given any short-term loans, and other current assets. These are also subparts of the balance sheet. You know that. Now this will give me the entire calculation of current assets. Now, either it can be given in different ways, or it can be given as you might be given in the sum. Total assets are this much. Say, total assets are 10 lakhs and non-current assets are 4 lakhs. Then also you can find out current assets 6 lakhs, right? Otherwise, if all this information is given, you will add and obviously you will take care of all these things which you have to subtract, meaning you will subtract the loose tools, spare parts, you will subtract provision for doubtful debts if at all there are any. Otherwise you will keep. So depending on what information is given in the sum, you should be knowing how to calculate current assets. कैसे भी दिया होगा, correct? One more way is current assets is equal to current liabilities plus working capital. Suppose these two information are given, that current liabilities are suppose 1 lakh. Okay, and by the way, what is working capital? Working capital, this concept comes from your class 11 knowledge, right? This is current assets minus current liabilities is working capital. So if at all that is given to you, then how will you find out current assets? You will bring current liability here, so current asset will be current liabilities plus working capital. That's how we are getting this. So if it is given current liabilities is 1 lakh, working capital is another 1 lakh. Therefore, your current assets are 2 lakhs. That's how you find it. Clear? So all these different ways to find out current assets should be known. What about current liabilities? What are current liabilities? Current liabilities are whatever is given there in the balance sheet, meaning your trade payables, your bills payable, outstanding expenses, short-term borrowings and short-term provisions. All those are a part of current liability. Yes? What all subheadings are there in your balance sheet? Schedule 3 you've already done. Trade payables. Yes? Trade payables plus short-term borrowing plus short-term provisions, and if at all some other current liabilities like outstanding expenses and all those things, right? So current liability, there is no exclusions to be made. Everything, all current liability will be taken overall. Fine. So I hope this is clear. If you know this, then there is no issues, no problem in finding current ratios. And it is so easy to learn. Current ratios equal to current assets by current liabilities. Done? Yes. Now coming to the other ratio. The second ratio, the formula is liquid ratio. Liquid assets, or we also call them quick assets, by current liabilities. So current liabilities, this component you already know. Let us find out what is the meaning of liquid asset or quick assets here. So these are the different names given to the same thing. Liquid, quick ratio, or acid test ratio. These are the three names given to the same ratio, and you should be knowing the names because your question can ask you in any which way, right? Calculate acid test ratio. You should be knowing it is the liquid ratio, correct? So here, liquid assets. Basically, we take all current assets, all the current assets as we have calculated here, less inventories and prepaid expenses. अब inventories भी कौन सा minus करेंगे? Of course, excluding used tools because current assets में include क्या किया था? Inventories excluding used tools, spares and parts. So वो पूरा minus कर देंगे and prepaid expense भी minus कर देंगे. क्यों? Because liquid ratio, the objective of finding liquid ratio is, apart from all the current assets that I have, meaning I don't want to, count on inventory because stocks kya hai na, it will take some time to realize, right? I sell it off, maybe I get immediate cash or I have to sell it on credit. Okay, so these are not fast moving items. So here I exclude from current assets inventories because it is going to take time. और मुझे चाहिए immediate cash में क्या convert हो रहा है. Okay, so that keeping that in mind, it's highly liquid assets, meaning very quickly convertible into cash. So those type of assets we want, and of course prepaid expense is definitely an asset, but I will not be able to sell it off and get cash. So liquid asset is going just one more step ahead to find out even, in a better way, how much cash will I get by selling off my current assets. Simple. So even this is again a refinement over current ratio. So both these ratios can be used to find out the short-term solvency of the business. Short-term में short-term payment कर सकेगा कि नहीं कर सकेगा business. Simple. So ideally, how much should be this current ratio? 2:1 is considered to be ideal given all kinds of industries, that your assets, current assets should be twice that of your current liability. तब जाकर बोलेंगे कि sufficient है. Okay. And when it comes to liquid ratio, since we have excluded inventory and prepaid expense from our liquid ratio, current assets, we consider that liquid ratio should be ideally 1:1, meaning your liquid asset should be equal to your current liability. Clear about it? So this is as far as your ratio is concerned, what to include, what not to include. I hope this entire picture is very crystal clear to you. Alright, here is the sum. 1. To calculate current ratio. 2. Liquid ratio. These are the very basic sums. Now here a list of certain assets and liabilities is given to me. All I need to know is what I need for calculating current ratio. I need current assets and I need current liabilities. So let us see how much current assets we have. Sundry debtors, yes, very much a current asset. So sundry debtors plus cash. Cash is also current asset. Okay, machinery is a fixed asset. Doesn't find a place in my current ratio. Bills payable is what? A current liability. So here I will have bills payable. Inventory is stock, correct? Asset. Inventory is a current asset. Debentures are long-term borrowings. Long-term borrowings, not current liabilities. Delete. Don't want it. Prepaid expense, okay? So prepaid expense is current asset. Marketable securities, definitely. Marketable securities, okay? Done. That's it. And then here we have sundry creditors, again current liability, and expenses payable. So I have got my list of current assets and current liabilities from here. Done? This is my first step. Then I place the amounts here. Sundry debtors 2 lakhs, cash 60,000, inventory 80,000, prepaid expense 2,000, and marketable securities 40,000. Okay, 4 lakhs. So that is 4 lakhs of current assets. Fine. So I've got my numerator of my current ratio. Let us add this. Bills payable 40, creditors 80, expense payable 80. So that is 2 lakhs. Now, then current ratio. I write the formula. Children, it is very important that you write the formula whenever you are solving the sum, because marks are kept for writing the formula correctly. Correctly, I said, okay? So, it is current assets by current liabilities. Correct? Which is, we have calculated as 4 lakhs and 2 lakhs. So my ratio is 2:1. Correct? So this is how I show all my working. I show, and every step will have marks. How I get this, and the formula, and again this. This, children, the way we leave the ratios, the answers is very important. 2:1. Current ratio and liquid ratio both are expressed as pure ratio. So it cannot be just, is equal to 2. No. 2 is right, but we do not leave it like that. 2:1, meaning current assets, if they are 2, my current liabilities is 1. And if we write it like a pure ratio, okay? If you've done this, your sum is solved. So you've got it, how to go about the basic sum. Same thing we do for liquid ratio. For liquid ratio, we need liquid assets. Liquid assets are equal to, now current assets are given to me. So current assets minus inventory minus prepaid expenses. Correct? This is what I need to find out. So current assets is given to me as 2,40,000 minus inventory 75,000 minus prepaid expense of 15,000. Then I have current liabilities, which again is my denominator here for liquid ratio. I need that. I need this. I've taken this. What am I supposed to do with trade receivables? Trade receivables are current assets, and current assets are given to me here. Is it said current assets except trade receivables? No. That means this is a redundant information for me. I don't need this is additional. ये current assets में already है. And I don't have to subtract trade receivables for liquid ratio. Therefore, I don't need this information. Cut it out. Strike off all unnecessary stuff that is given to you. This is 90, so it is 1,50,000. Is your liquid assets. Current liability is already given as 1,50,000. Therefore, your liquid ratio is equal to liquid assets by current liabilities. Children, please use the correct terminology for writing ratios. You can refer to the syllabus which is given in your book or your ISC syllabus, the book that you must have purchased. Please refer to that and use the appropriate terms given here. No replacements will be allowed, no deviations will be allowed when you're writing ratios. It has to be strictly follow the terminology. So it is 1,50,000 by 1,50,000. Matlab 1:1. Again, meaning both are ideal ratios, isn't it? Current ratio, ideal ratio is 2:1 and 1:1 is ideal liquid ratio. Jitna hona chahiye utna hi. Clear about it? Absolutely easy? Yes. You will find it easy, you will find it interesting also. In my next video, I'll be doing a little bit of the twisted sums based on liquidity ratios. So till then, get the basics right, groom yourself, get ready for my next video. Thank you for watching. Take care.